Run it up, 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 count it up. Hey, hundreds and fifties and 20s, no fives and no singles, don't count on them. Hey, she want it like me because I blame she can't count.
All right, Coach, thank you very much. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Indianapolis Colts and the Houston Texans. And this will be a touchback as that set. Over the end line.
Ready, 95-56. Ricky.
Naeem Hines, his first carry. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Over. X3. 218, chopper.
They run with Hines. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5.
Watch out.
Here's Hines. And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. 3 plays, all resulting in 3-yard carries to bring up 4th down.
A gain of 3 yards. It's now 4th down.
Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on 4th down to punt this thing. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Taken in at the 11. 51 yards on the punt there. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 21. They'll run it now out of the gun. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the gun, here's Watson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Out of the gun, Watson. He finds his target, Fuller. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll run on 1st down. Dobbins will give the tackle to Anthony Walker.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
You don't want none. Check 13. Check 13.
They'll try the left side. Dobbins fights loose. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs. Relatively small sample size, but that's his longest run of the first quarter. Bounced it out to the outside to make it successful.
And to get there, you actually need some help. It's not just your pure speed getting to the corner, making sure that the blocking is taken care of inside so the pursuit doesn't get you. And oftentimes, those wide receivers, tight ends that might be flexed out, they've got to control the edge and make sure no one from the outside can spill the play before he gets there.
On 1st down, Benjamin. And he's got some space here. Almost unstoppable on the ground there as that one is good for 39.
Hey, we haven't been around the entire time football's been played, but we have studied our history, and there have been some great backs who've been accused of running out of bounds to protect themselves. Well, back in the day, many people didn't like that. But nowadays, take care of the football, show some intelligence, live to fight another down.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Let's see here, Charles. He was sacked 6 times last week. Now a first quarter sack. What's going on in his mind?
Well, he's thinking to himself, 5 offensive linemen. I got sacked 6 times last week. Let's start thinking about keeping extra people in. Tight end stays in. If I have a fullback or the running back, they stay in and help me block. Maybe not as many receivers in a pattern. Anything to try and slow down that pass rush.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Now Watson, he's got Fuller. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Will Fuller, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
Come on, baby. Let's go. Ready.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And a 3 and out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
And it's third down.
The Texans here on third down, putting an extra defender in the secondary.
Hey, Charlie, 61, matchbox light.
From the gun, it's Breeze. Going to throw right side here, complete. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
At the 41-yard line.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Hey, easy. Gotta get moving, man. Moving.
On second down, this is Edmonds. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Hey, easy.
They'll run on first down, Edmonds. And he's got the first down here and then some, but a penalty flag down. This could very well be coming back.
Let's go.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Shotgun now for Breeze. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tashad Gibson.
Intercepted. The Texans take over 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Check. Kill. Turn it up. 59.
After the interception, here's Watson. Looking deep downfield. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. 2 first-quarter touchdown passes now for Deshaun Watson. And the Texans push further out in front. Fairbairn now to add the extra point.
This is similar to baseball where you walk the leadoff hitter and you don't expect him to come around and score. Almost impossible. Anytime a defense has to defend a short field, you usually end up seeing the result we saw, giving up points.
Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script, I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Throwing now is Breeze. He'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Hey, Echo! Slam! Hey, check back tonight!
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. And a coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. He was looking that time to get it to Paris Campbell. That'll bring up 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Now it's Hines, and they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. The Colts on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Here's Breeze to throw. And he's got his man Hilton. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Give the Colts 13 yards and a 1st down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. This is Hines. Some extra space following the display of power. Down just inside the 45. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
He's coming. Double up. Kill.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. The Colts on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. To throw is Breeze. Got an open man, that's Campbell. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 23.
1st down, Colts.
Easy.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Hines. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Tashawn Gibson there on the tackle.
They just keep trying, but so far, finding no room for him to run.
None whatsoever. In fact, you run the numbers. He's under 3 yards a carry at the moment.
Ready. 5-9. Check right, 39. Let's go. Here we go. It's our time.
On 2nd down, Edmonds. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That's good for an Indianapolis 1st down on a gain of 10.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the 1st down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
The Colts with a first red zone opportunity of the ball game. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. Back to the ground on 1st down, Edmonds. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. A great play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. As they are now on the board here in the 1st half. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This one taken from the 7. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Now, right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Back to throw, Watson. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10.
Check 24, check 24. Watch safety creep, watch safety creep. Safety's creeping. Patch it. Check. Out.
And he'll give it here to his running back. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down.
Move. You got 3 down. 24.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And this is going to be incomplete.
And I feel like my man, Old Mo, momentum might be changing jerseys right now. How about what they just got done? They scored a touchdown their last drive. Now here's a 3 and out. Maybe momentum's getting ready to creep to the other sideline.
And that'll kick and go out of bounds just outside the 15 at the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
Ready.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. Let's talk a little football 101 here because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Kill. He's checking.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. On 2nd down and 4, Breeze trying to lay one up deep. And got his man complete. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. That goes for a gain of 31. That seemed to me to be all about trusting your receiver.
No doubt about it, because when he put that ball in the air, I will guarantee you everyone who's watching this game right now thought that's up for grabs. But this is a lot of practice time. As you mentioned, a ton of trust, and he knows how good his guy is. So to him, it wasn't up for grabs. To him, it was a big play waiting to happen.
The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
You're good. Nice forward, ready. Hey, break it down, fellas. Break it down. Protein spill.
From the 27, Breeze. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1.
Ready. 95-56.
Touchdown, defense.
On first down, Hines. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Now the Colts will use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Breeze now. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Robert Foster, the intended receiver. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Breeze going to throw. And he's got his man. It's Hilton for the Colts touchdown. T.Y. Hilton as the first half is winding down. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game.
I feel like I'm back in school. What was that book, you know? It was the best of times. It was the worst of times. This has been a tale of 2 quarters so far. They trailed 14-0 after 1. How about the rally we've been watching?
Yeah, a couple of touchdowns. P8's here to tie it up. This is a good ball game all of a sudden. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Time here for likely one play, and then these two teams will head to the locker room all even.
And you know the play caller's just feeling it right now. Let's go ahead and go for this one. A big shot downfield. Nope. Guarantee the head coach is like, don't get crazy. Take the knee. Let's get out of here. Tie game will just start all over.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a tie ball game here heading to break. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. This is taken near the 13. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
You better be afraid of me. Check, 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 check. Check, check, check. Check it out. 31. Come.
They'll keep it on the ground. Benjamin, not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
SOS. Bang, 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 bang.
They run the counter. Dobbins. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That second down play nets a -4.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
What we got? Hey, Mike.
A shotgun snap for Watson. And that is incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Here's Matt Bosher now as he'll punt it away for the second time. This is fielded inside the 5, and he'll be out of bounds up past the 10-yard line. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Colts are going to take over, albeit deep in their own territory.
Ready.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie.
Ready. 5-8. 41 Mike. Hey, man. Watch the boot.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
At the 34-yard line.
Mike. Ready. You ready? I'm coming out. Hey, easy. I'm coming out to you.
On second down now, Edmonds. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. And he got half half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. Again, they run with Edmonds. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Here's Edmonds. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot. But they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
Hey, 4-1's Mike, 4-1's Mike. Watch the slant, watch the slant. Wide, get wide. Kill.
Here's a give to Edmonds running to the right. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Set, 95-56, 95-56. Get that ball. Kill. Sammy. Check.
Now they'll throw with Breeze. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
Have to give a lot of credit to the defense on that play. They were prepared. Ordinarily, when they take the big shot downfield to the big guy, that's usually a mismatch that the offense is used to winning. But the preparation showed for the defense, and they were able to bat it away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Breeze now to throw. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Some boos coming down right now from this home crowd after that call.
Yeah, and that was because of the pass interference call, but for a second there I thought maybe they'd gotten a look at my appearance as Othello in the high school play.
You were Othello?
Not a good one, let me tell you.
And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They run again with Hines. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
Check.
Breeze now on 1st down. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. They'll run it now out of the gun. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
Ready? You ready?
Down in Indianapolis. A great effort there with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Colts have taken the lead. Gonzalez now to add the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken very short. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Here's a run on first down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1. On second and 11 now. Watson. He finds Hopkins complete. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. Back now in Houston. It's Texans football, but they trail here as we get started in the 4th quarter. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Watson. Try to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it, and his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation when they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Hines. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a 1st down.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
On 1st down, Edmonds. Benardrick McKinney there to make the stop. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
On 2nd down, it's Hines. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up. 4th quarter, you've got the lead. You have to stay in bounds and run that clock. Coaches, that'll drive them crazy.
Sacrifice a yard or 2 if you have to. Just go down, in bounds, keep that clock going. It's almost like he was caring more about his fantasy stats than it was about winning the game, and that has to drive a coach crazy.
3rd down turns to 1st with that 5-yard pickup. They'll run on first down. Hines, and he'll take this forward for 2, maybe 3. But we do have a flag down, and they're already marching backward.
Ready? You ready? You kill! Check 26, check 26.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4. That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Kill! You kill!
On 2nd and 12, Breeze. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. That puts him in excellent position, 1st and goal after a gain of 19.
Ready! Yellow lady, yellow lady! All day, every day. Kill! Lucky! 36.
Now Breeze. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
When you got your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
It's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal.
11. Hey, 41 Mike. Alpha. Tackle. Mike 41. We got to wedge that. 20 seconds.
Here's Breeze. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
Stop us. They cannot hold us down. We're going to keep getting sacks.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal?
We got 4. 5-1.
Now Breeze. Escaping the pressure right. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Lonnie Johnson picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Check 31, check 31. Check. 49, check 49, check 49.
Now a give, right side. Benjamin. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. It's complete to Fuller. And he's able to get this one up to the 8-yard line this time. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
Get to the board.
On 4th down, Watson. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 15. And fantastic field position has them just outside the 10 at the 11-yard line in the red zone.
Ready. 5-9. Check 41. Coming to you.
On 1st down, it's Hines. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Nyheim Hines with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Colts use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Gonzalez to add the PAT. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14.
Texans 14.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. It's a very short kick taken by an up man. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line.
Their own 35-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. That one, a first down pickup of 8. To throw is Watson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. On 2nd and 10, Watson. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked by Trayvon Mullen. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. Little clock management 101.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 22-yard line.
So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory. And you know what?